hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too. This is a video that could have been about 45 minutes long, but I wanted to keep it short. It's only going to be about 11 minutes long, and the reason being that this is the 5 reasons you keep dying in Blitz. Now, you know who I'm talking about. If you've got 65% win rate, you probably still do these things occasionally anyway. God knows. I've had that kind of win rate for a long while, and I still keep doing these things. And the number one reason you die in World of Tanks Blitz is you don't watch the map. Watching the map is pretty much how you decide you're going to play the game. They have one medium. He is not visible. There are a whole bunch of our tanks going down, and they have spotted nothing. They have 3 TDs, 1 medium, and 3 heavies, and none of them are visible yet, which means they're coming top. And because I've been watching the map, I know exactly what's going to happen, and I get out of there 60 seconds into the game, and we end up winning this one because the last 2 tanks left alive clear their last 2 tanks left alive. And guess who those last 2 tanks were? Me and the Waffle Tractor. Honest to God, can't make this stuff up. And that's really simple. Look, there's the IS-4. The T-54 is up there. Their heavies are up there. There's a VK4502B coming down as well, and they're going to hit that flank, and that's because I watch the map. The map will tell you everything you need to know. If you watch the map, you can figure out, it's like a maths problem. You can figure out where you need to be, what the enemy team's likely to do, and why you need to do what you're doing. Number 2, you don't focus fire. These are my good mates, Mark and the Bronk. This is the Dentures Brigade of DDR. Old blokes like me, just doing their best. Now, Bronk has been spotted out here. He has popped on the map. Mark is in the Super OP VK100.01P, and they have 4 tanks against them right now. Now, if those tanks all just focus fired, they'd be all right. But what they're going to do instead is they're going to clear... Bronk is going to clear that tank there. The T-20 is going to go down and try and get stuck into Mark. The IS-3 is going to completely ignore Mark, go broadside and try and hit Bronk. Bronk is going to clear the guy that's on Mark. This IS-3 is in the wrong place. He should be shooting the one shot behind him. And he's turned himself into a horrible, horrible bullet sponge. And that's it. Game's over. Game was over, really, when all the tanks ignored the very, very low health tank in the corner. And this is just one example. Like, you can get this out of any video. We've all done it. We're all guilty of this. I mean, I've got 50,000 games of Blitz. No one is more guilty of making these mistakes than I have. I was thinking about this today. I'm probably in the top 1% of people who've played the game ever. Like, in terms of actual physical games played and time spent. But I still do these things, man. Do them all the time. Number 3, you play without patience. Blitz is a very fast-paced game to the point where people, like, I'm spotted at the moment. It takes 10 seconds to reset camo. I'm going to reset my camo before I do a thing. I can tell my camo's reset because the guy that I spotted in the E50M has now disappeared off the map. I'm waiting to see if he's going to shoot through that bush there. If he doesn't, I'll roll forward. I know there's a bat chat somewhere. He's a light tank. He's got great camo. Just going to see if I spot him. Oh, hang on. Someone's spotted over there. Am I spotted? Nope. Still no light bulb. You know who doesn't have patience here? Our 183. He just goes screaming in. I'm going to bop down. I'm waiting. There is no reason for me to be going over there. All their tanks are not spotted. I know this because I'm looking at the map. The map is telling me that there's all these tanks that are unaccounted for right now. Especially like 183s and grills. And until I know where they are, the only thing I'm going to do if I go forward is get wrecked. You'll see I bounced an M103 in a bit who's firing at me from the far corner. There's that bat chat again. I'm just going to put one in here. He's resetting his camo. Our 183, completely without patience, goes scrolling down the middle. Like, it's been 90 seconds since the game started, right? It feels like an eternity because that's what Blitz is like. But, I mean, if I go up any higher, I know there's tanks that can hit me on the left here if I'm just going to sit here. There's a bounce from the M103, and we're going to get another bounce in just a second. I believe from the bat chat. You see, it's... The 183's gone. He couldn't wait. I mean, playing without patience. Just, why do it? Look at the guns still coming in. We win this game. We win this game because I managed to save my hit points all the way to the end. And, well, you're going to see. Anyway, it'll come out. You get spotted. 10 seconds later, if you stay off the map, you will clear. If you stay behind hard cover, you will clear yourself from the map. They won't know where you are. And then you can make do with whatever you want to do. But you've got to play with patience. So let's reiterate those first 3 things. They all go together, man. They all go together. These are like the 5 golden rules, really, for me. Number 1, you need to learn to mark tanks in your head on the minimap. The map will allow you to write the story of the game and figure it out. Number 2, focus fire. If you see someone fighting another tank, even if you're not in a platoon with them, man, just shoot the same tank that's getting shot by the other guys in your team and clear that tank. And that Batchat, he went just a little bit early, hey. He just finally made a move. They made a move. They made a decision. It was very close. And it ended up being a decision that was just maybe a smidgen too early. This E50M actually gets away with a... I don't know where that went. Like, right through. Went right through. God knows where it went right through. His lower glacis. I don't know. I mean, we lose 2 tanks out here. They lose 2 tanks out here. But it could have been oh so much worse. If we had to push that corner, you know, you don't know what's going to happen. So play with some patience. There'll be times to be aggressive. You make those aggressive decisions based on what you can read in the game on the minimap. You don't make them based on the fact that it feels like now should be the time that you push forward because everyone else has pushed forward. Number 4, and this is probably the second most important one in the entire game after reading the map. Making bad trades. And coming out sideways to do it. Like, they know I'm here. They want to shoot me. I'm showing them a tiny bit of turret. They are desperate to shoot me. A bad trade is a bad trade of hit points, right? Like, say you try and get shots off. You trade shots, and you're in a really bad position to get the shot off, and they're in a really good position. When you make a bad trade like that, all you're doing is helping the bad guys out. Like, this is what I mean. See, that guy is sideways. Like, he's never going to hit me. And I'm up to 1,600 damage here. Just farming these guys. And I make a bad trade here. This is me making a bad trade. See? Coming out sideways for a bad shot. That's a bad shot. IS-7. Toughest tank in the game just about. And I come out sideways, then I put my thinking cap back on. Start farming the damage that's ahead of me. Playing with a little more patience. Start making good trades again. We've now sucked 2,000 damage down. They've lost a tank. They're screwed, man. They are absolutely screwed. We've bottlenecked them. Our E100's picking a great time to be aggressive. The team's going to roll on up here because they love the way the world looks. That Leopard is in a horrible position. He's just like, oh man, it's not fun for him. He doesn't have the tank to do what I'm doing. Really doesn't have the tank to do what I'm doing. Number 5, and this one kills me every time I see it. Why do you need to shoot 10 meters away from the tanks when you can do it 300 meters away from the tanks? There is me and one other guy. This is that game I showed you earlier. There's me and one other guy left. He's an AMX-50B. I am unspotted, holding the middle of the map. And I'm not going to charge down there and, like, give him free shots. I'm not even going to hit my adrenaline until I have to. I'm having patience. Playing with patience. I don't have to hit my adrenaline yet. I'm going to get a full shot. Now I'm going to hit adrenaline. So that this shot, 100%, is only going to give him one attempt at a shot, and bang. Why close the distance on targets when you can have a full measure of devotion by being as far away as humanly possible? This is the map that we had earlier where I told you about reading the map and watching what was going on and making good decisions based on those things. And there is a 183 down there. There is a Jaegeru down there. They're very big alpha guns, and we actually don't have a lot of tanks with a whole lot of hit points left. Rather than go screaming down there in a panic, I'm going to play with some patience. I'm going to look at the map, see what's going on, and I'm going to take shots from absolutely miles away without being spotted. And it's going to win the game. Because that is smart play. This is why you keep dying in World of Tanks Blitz. I can't believe I haven't made this video before. It's such an apt thing. Like, every time you see someone who is bad at the game or new at the game and you want them to get better at the game, tell them to come and watch this video. There's a lot of mechanical stuff that you need to know about. There's a lot of things that go into Blitz that are not in here. But if you can just pay attention to this stuff, if you can do it as far away as possible, if you can focus fire, if you can watch the mini-map, if you can stop making bad trades, play with some patience, humans. You'll be a lot better for it. I'm Bushka. Thank you so much for watching the videos. Thank you for all your support. Look after yourselves. Be nice to your mum. Eat your veggies. And as always, stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.